Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Del Mar for our first Thursday card of this meeting. I'm Kurt Hoover. I'll be with you throughout the meet for some really good racing, good weekend of racing ahead with the Grade 1 Bing Crosby still to come and the San Diego on Saturday. But first things first, we've got a nice 8-race program today. Joining me is Ryan Anderson. And Ryan, kind of a meat and potatoes card today. You and I were discussing it before we came on. I like a couple of horses. You like a couple. Hopefully we'll put something together here.
Yeah, I hope so, too. A lot of sprint races. So if you're a fan of sprints, today's your kind of card.
Some good grass racing, too. The first race tips things off. Big scratches here, the 1, 10, 11, 12. Not that the scratches are that giant, but it gets Judicious into the race off the AE list. And right now, Judicious is 8-5. How'd you see the opener, Ryan?
Yeah, Judicious is a rightful favorite for right now after drawing in. I went with the 6 on top, Royally Frosted for James Glenn. This is my top long shot of the day. The works are really interesting to me. Has some really sharp works coming into this, and I like the work pattern. Really sharp bullet drill, then kind of takes it easy with a maintenance drill, and they did that a couple patterns of that coming in here. So I want to give the 6 a look, but the 9 is a deserving favorite.
And the dam of the 6 Really Frosted, a 2-time turf winner. If you're unfamiliar with James Glenn, he trains up at Los Alamitos. He trains thoroughbreds, but a lot of quarter horses for Dr. Allred. He trains a lot of nice horses. He had a $500,000 purchase that ran last year down here that ran very well that Cesar Ortega rode. So there is some history with that type of horse. All that said, I picked Judicious. I liked being drawn outside, like Rispoli, and like the work tab. And I thought the 2 Sunglow would run well. So I was pretty chalky in the opener, 9-2 in this afternoon's first. Very windy here, too, if you're noticing our hair flying around and some things, some paperweights to hold down the PPs. Race number 2, non-winners 2 life, 25 claimers. What do you do here, Ryan?
Yeah, 1 route race on the card. I thought there was a decent amount of speed in here from the 2, 3, and 6. I picked the race 4, 5. I thought Excel Calculator deserves a good look. This one's has a couple nice 6 furlong drills coming in here for some stamina. A nice sharp 4 furlong drill most recently. Decent class drop in here. I think it just faces easier and might get the job done today.
I have the same horse on top, Ryan. Excel Calculator for Ron Ellis. I love this play. First time he's been in this condition. He's never been in the non-winners 2 life since breaking his maiden. Ron Ellis going good. Blinkers come off. Ayuso takes over. Solid work tab. I like the same horse. I picked Excel Calculator on top. Mighty Kai ran well for Victor Garcia last time out. 3rd place finisher came back to win. So 4-1 in race number 2. On to the 3rd, and in the 8-race card, this does kick off the pick 6. We start from scratch with the pick 6 pool. Maiden claimers start things. What do we do to start the pick 6, Ryan?
Yeah, I was pretty chalky in here. I was 2-5. I think Listen Up Chance, the ship and win contender. Tyler Bays is aboard for Kent Sweezy, first time in the Sweezy barn. But this one has the strongest figs coming in here. I just thought this one's going to go to the lead and likely take them all the way around.
I went to horse towards the outside, Chief Renegade for Bob Hess and Edwin Maldonado. Watching his 2 races, I think the class drop's going to really help. He's got more speed than it looks like on paper. Came back and worked really well. A minute move for a Hess horse is a real good work. Like where he's drawn also. You can see he was vanned off last time with a minor ailment. Comes back fit, and he's drawn in the right spot. Put the 2 Listen Up Chance for second for the ship and win. And then the 5, Hep Hep, cut down the nets. Gelded. Maldonado has worked the 5, and he ends up on the Hess. Thought that was interesting, too, in race number 3 to start the pick 6. 4th race kicks off the late pick 5. Scratch the 9, grazed out of here. What do we do in this one?
Yeah, a lot of pace in this 5 furlong turf sprint. I thought a number of horses could go the 1, 2, 3, the 6, 7, and the 8. So I ended up going 5, 8 in here. I think Supernal deserves a strong look. Should be able to sit right off the pace. I like that Ayuso and Doug O'Neill are teaming up. That's not something you see too often. But Ayuso can certainly get a turf horse in the right spot. And then the number 8, Where's the Loot, I thought deserved a look. Definitely a speedy type, but I think can stalk the pace and come from just off of it.
A very interesting race. I really like the way Regal Patriot ran last time at Los Alamitos. His win at Santa Anita was very, very good. Last time at Los Al, he was down inside. He kind of got in behind horses. I thought he tried really hard down the lane, and I think he gets a great trip here. For second, Piper's Causeway. He comes off a good effort last time out. Shortens up, which is good for him going 5/8. And to me on this course, Ryan, I'm not a big bias rail kind of guy, but to me you've got to be up close in these races for going 5 furlongs on a turf. Plus, if you look today, the rails are 30 feet. That is one narrow turf course this afternoon. I'm going to go 2-1 in race number 4. On to race number 5, which starts the late pick 4. 6 furlong event. This is a start allowance race. It's a good race if you own this type of horse. 62 5-starter race, the purse almost 4 times that at 23,000. How'd you see this one?
Yeah, I picked this race 9-5. I think Havoc deserves a really strong look. Has run really strongly at Del Mar. 4 starts, a couple of wins, and a 3rd-place finish. George Papapadromo normally heats up for Del Mar over the summer. Kazushi Kimura is on board. I like where this one drew. Should be forward. Should just sit the nice kind of trip. And I thought the 5, Halo Uncle, good figs last time out. Should be sitting off the pace and coming late.
Thought Halo Uncle ran last time. He ran into kind of an old class horse. Howbeit was a much better horse once upon a time. Just down at that level now, and I thought Halo Uncle ran real well, got a good number, and should get a nice stalking trip. Down towards the inside, Blue Cheese Olive, make the rider hit Billy Anton Georgie. Thought this horse ran well. This horse was unsettled at the gate, stumbled bad. If you watch the replay, this horse was not really set before the start, kind of banged around in the gate, and I think that led to the stumbling. After that, tried hard and finished well. My long shot knockout horse, although I wish it was 5.5 or 5 furlongs, the Big Cheeseola. This horse has got speed. I know he's going to be sent. I know he's going to be in front. I don't know if he can get the 6 furlongs, but he's a price and he gets Tyler Bays, and I think he's racing into shape. So 5, 2, 6 for me in race number 5. Final pick 3, said last time you and I were on together on it, it's not a good meet for also eligibles. The 9 and 10 are out. 8 go poster in the 6th. What do we do here?
Yeah, I went 1-8 here. You were just speaking about how important it is to save ground over this turf course with the rails out 30 feet, and no one does that better than Hector Barrios. So I think Catman Sue's just going to sit that perfect pocket trip, tip out at the top of the stretch, and should have plenty left. Horse to beat is the number 4, Sir Rocket, but I'm also going to go with the number 8, Belly Up, who I hope is named after the concert venue.
One of the best
right
in Southern California.
No doubt. Should be pretty sharp in here. So I like the work pattern coming in, especially the 1-2 back. Comes in here from Brian Corner, who's a really nice turf sprint trainer here at Del Mar.
Yeah, interesting race. I went to Sir Rocket. I've always liked this horse. I think he'll get a nice trip going 5/8. He just should sit right up close and be able to kick home with Mike Smith, Ford Neil Drysdale. Catman Sue, I wish it was further for him. I think he's more of a 6 furlong, 6.5, but he can finish. If you just draw a line to the last race, he's got a big look in Hector Barrios rides, and you are right, Belly Up, one of the best concert venues. If that one's out of shape, you could walk there from here. Been there for a lot of good shows over the years in Solana Beach, grade 1 facility. Hope the horse runs well today. All right, 7th race. First half of the late double. Bob Baffert sends out a pair, including Splendora, who is going to be a very short price, probably the shortest price on today's card. Do you single or do you try and knock her off?
Oh, absolutely single Splendora. I think she's the class of the field. I think turning back is something that she really wants to do. I think sprinting is more her game. She gets Lasix back, which she's run a couple really nice efforts on Lasix. If this horse is 7-5, that would be tremendous value. I think you're going to get a lot shorter.
Yeah, gets back on Lasix. Had been off the last couple starts. The 2 races with Lasix were giant wins. She's definitely the horse to beat. I ended up picking Navy Bell on the outside for Mark Glatt. I thought she ran well at Churchill Downs. That was a really good race. The first 3 finishers all came back to run well in Stakes Company at Ellis Park and at Prairie Meadows. Thought she needed the race. I love being drawn outside, and I love Kimura getting on board. So I picked Navy Bell for a mild upset. Splendora second. For what it's worth, according to Andy Harrington's workout reports, which are among the best in the business, Splendora and Udi have been working in company. Udi's been holding her own. She doesn't look like a sprinter, but she sure has been training well, and she gets Lasix too. So 7-2 for me in the 7th race. Okay, we make it to the 8th race. We got a little early this afternoon. More time to head over to the Brigantine after the races. What do we do here in the 8th race, Ryan?
That's right, man. This 8th race is a head scratcher. This is one tough get-out race. A number of these could win. I ended up going 8-3 in here. The number 8, Outside Speed, Rockford Peach, trained by Georgie P., ridden by Diego Herrera, who can be aggressive out of the gate and get a horse forward with some nice position. The 3, Dixie's Delight, I picked in second. This horse has the best figures and could improve now with the 3rd start. I like the improvement from start 1 to start 2, and Abel Lascano's been off to a really strong start as well.
Yeah, he has.
A bit of a price for me, so 10-1 for the number 8 to kick things off, but the 3 I thought deserved a strong look.
I've got my best price horse in this race, too. I like the 11, Perfect Life. I thought this filly ran really well at Los Alamitos. She didn't break real sharp, little bit of traffic trouble. She finished well, and she galloped out in front. I thought it was a very good effort. She adds Lasix, which is a big plus. She's drawn outside. She goes over to a German rider, an Aguilar. Last summer at this meet, caught a Ruben Gomez horse at a giant price with some Los Al for him. I think this horse is better than the form looks, and I love where she's drawn. Dance Ella Dance got bet at Los Al last time, checked pretty sharply on the turn and just stopped. That was off a huge layoff. Maybe she could move forward. The horse you mentioned, Dixie's Delight, I thought had a look too at a price. But I do like the 11, Perfect Life, in the 8th race and final. Ryan, let's get out of the wind for a little while. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. That was fun.
Ryan Anderson has been my guest. Thanks to all of you for watching. First post in 43 minutes. I'll see you in the paddock in about 25.